You told more lies. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
It's a classic story of love and betrayal.
That's the recipe that never goes out of style, and it never will.
High society, manipulation, art, and scandal. All fodder for Ryan Murphy's latest provocative installment of Feud on FX.
It's the best thing I've written.
You have to pull this. These are portraits of friends who have shared their deepest secrets with you. Why would you want to hurt them?
I kind of find it refreshing how much nerve Ryan Murphy has.
The super producer, acclaimed for TV hits like Glee, Pose, American Horror Story. Now pulling together a superstar cast for a deep dive into renowned author Truman Capote's very own Swan Lake.
I'm not one of a person who can forgive and forget. I never forget.
The world of 1970s New York's most glamorous, powerful socialites, dubbed the Swans.
These ladies are swans. Why'd you write about them?
Because they are beautiful and predatory.
And Capote's long, hard fall from grace after losing their favor while in the throes of addiction and self-doubt.
It's all around. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
There was no kicking back.
The Swans, played by real-life luminaries like Academy Award nominees Naomi Watts, Diane Lane, and Chloe Sevigny, and Emmy Award nominee Callista Flockhart.
What was it like working with the other swans, as they call them?
Everybody is so talented, and I just was so blown away by the talent.
The Swans also joined by Molly Ringwald and Demi Moore in their first on-screen appearance together.
To kind of be a part of something that's also celebrating women is a really wonderful feeling to be amongst that.
And Tom Hollander, who played one of 2022's biggest villains in The White Lotus.
I'd also die for beauty, wouldn't you?
Now embodying Capote himself, part villain, part victim of his own undoing.
Everything about it was challenging. Getting his voice plausible and his physicality.
Hi, honey. Oh, hi. Happy Thanksgiving.
I was very, very thrilled to be doing it. So for once in my life, I tried to do my best every day.
What was it like working with Tom as Truman?
In a situation like this where an actor just is so in character that now that we're meeting in promotion times, I feel like I'm saying, hi, nice to meet you, Tom, right. Because he was so in it to win it.
The esteemed writer known for Breakfast at Tiffany's, Capote shot to fame with his book In Cold Blood, one of the best-selling true crime books of all time.
I mean, he really stepped outside of the box. What he did in Cold Blood had never been done before.
It just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
By the 70s, Capote was living the high society life, surrounded by New York's elite, where this season of Feud picks up.
You have a new best friend. Now let's have a cigarette.
I think from Babe's perspective, when Truman came along, it was a different relationship than I think she ever allowed herself to have before that moment.
Lee was a woman who lived in the shadow of her sister Jackie, and he made her feel seen, he made her feel heard.
And then he betrayed her.
In 1975, he published a chapter from his upcoming novel in Esquire magazine, a salacious unveiling of the Swans' private affairs.
You're telling people that I murdered my poor late husband? That's slander and libel.
Well, if it were not true, it would be libel, Anne, but it is true.
He was so wounded himself, and I think he was good at seeing the wounded around him. He could tell that people were playing roles, and he wanted to call out somebody's fakery.
I need your word. We stand united, and we destroy him.
Forced into social exile, Capote eclipsed his illustrious writing career with drugs and alcohol.
No, I think his demise is part of his fame and lore. The collapse and watching it happen so publicly.
I think that's so much about about the conversation we're having today too, like separating the artist from the man.
Babe, don't you see our mistakes are what makes us interesting?
Do you not worry about anything, Truman?
Oh, sure. Money, aloneness, calories. Never about perfection.
Hello, my name is Truman Capote.
This isn't the first time Capote's story has been memorialized. In 2006, Philip Seymour Hoffman won the Oscar for his portrayal of the writer in Capote.
I was in Marilyn's apartment just last week. The 4 Matisses hang on her wall. 2 are upside down.
That same year, Toby Jones took on the role in Infamous.
There's a whole generation that don't know who Truman Capote is. And for me, it's for them to be exposed to, you know, the richer parts of his creativity.
Feud, now commemorating the Swans and the man they once called a friend for his successes, betrayals, and everything in between.
What is it about him that you think makes people want to root for him?
He was such an incredible writer, and then also he was somebody that had like incredible courage.
That's what I was going to say.
For a time when, you know, you really couldn't be out. He was out. I feel like he's admirable for how he put himself out there.
Our thanks to Rhiannon. Feud is now streaming on Hulu.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.